assist. So they've called police officers from all over the city to respond here to the Parkside neighborhood. We do know 4 are in custody, several guns already recovered. Chopper 6 is live over really what's a wide scene here near the intersections of 48th, Girard and Lancaster Avenue. Police now fanning out in this area, creating a perimeter as they try to work out exactly what's unfolded.
Yeah, and you can see as we originated on that one intersection that was thought to be the thrust of the activity now, choppers panned to the left, and you can see there are numerous streets right now with dozens of police officers in numerous police cruisers, and we now have one ambulance on the scene. As Sarah said, several people have been taken to area hospitals. We don't have an exact number of that just yet as this is developing as we speak, but a massive police presence here in the Parkside section, all centered around that church. No word at this point if this is in any way connected to the religious event today, to the church there, or to the park, which is to the right. You also see a cemetery, but just a massive area for police to fan out across as they begin to investigate this massive situation.
Yeah, people's beginning to disperse here, regular citizens dispersing from the area, but you can see all these police officers, hundreds of officers here on the scene as they fan out and begin searching this area. This has evolved in a very chaotic way. We've been listening, of course, to what's been happening over police radio, but they are trying here as well to figure out exactly what they are dealing with. But again, we do know multiple people shot here in the Parkside neighborhood, the general area of 48th, Girard and Lancaster Avenues. I believe up to the corner right hand of our shot here, there was a festival, it looked like, going on as well. There was some tents set up, so some sort of gathering perhaps, but we don't know, as Brian said, where exactly this gunfire originated from or why.
We can tell you that reports began to come into our newsroom at about 2:15 today, so about 45 minutes ago, and as tends to be the case when news breaks in this way, initial reports were rather significant that up to 1,000 people were involved in some kind of riot. In the minutes since, they have backed off of that. We know that there were at least several hundred people involved, and you can see the officers on the scene. Those in the white shirts are police brass, often commissioners or deputy commissioners or captains. There is a group of them at the intersection here at 48th, Girard and Lancaster, who appear to be setting up some kind of command post. All the officers in blue, they're the frontline officers. They're the ones combing out, fanning out, and you can see also a police canine has arrived on the scene. But it does appear at this moment that pedestrians and some traffic is being allowed through despite the huge number of officers on the scene. But they are doing what they can to limit access, to make sure they know who is where and what is what in what is a sprawling and complex investigation that is really just beginning.
Again, we don't know what this is connected to, but it is worth noting the many people in Muslim wear here. This is the final day of Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr, a celebratory day as many people in this crowd are dispersing. But again, we don't know what led up to this gunfire, what started it, or what exactly happened during the course of this. But many crime scenes set up here. You can see all the yellow tape, various sections of what looks like a park here as officers are going step by step, likely looking for shell casings at this point. We do know 4 at the moment are in custody. It does sound to us like they are looking for additional people, but they have recovered several guns at the moment. Again, this all just unfolding within the past few minutes here in the Parkside section of Philadelphia. Multiple people shot. It doesn't sound like even the authorities at the moment have an exact number of exactly how many victims there are, but 4 in custody, several guns recovered here in the area of 48th, Girard and Lancaster Avenue.
Yeah, and startling now. We started